Champions fam, it's the bad guy, a WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video. I aim to make this short, sweet, and brief, so allow me to get right to the point. Your eyes do not deceive you. We are here today to do 64 Mega Superstar Loot Banner pulls on the crossover event for Tekken 8 and WWE Champions within the 9th year anniversary of WWE Champions. Both are about to wrap up shortly, so I had to do my part and partake. Ever since I was a little kid, I grew up playing Tekken. I loved using Yoshimitsu. I loved playing as Kazuya, spamming as Jack, Craig Murdoch, let alone, of course, playing as both King and Armor King. And with the 9th year, let alone this Tekken 8 crossover happening during Valentine's Day, they decided to wrap things up with a very beautiful bow, because we saw the debut of a beautiful, beautiful kayfabe couple within the 9th year anniversary. First, we saw the one that we knew that was coming, and none other than the first ever too legit to quit muscle mommy waifu, Attitude Era powerhouse CHYNA, MAMACITA. But then, like an RKO out of nowhere, there was a surprise character, y'all. We knew about Thea Hale. We knew about CM Punk. We knew about CHYNA. We knew about I Believe in Joe Hendry. But then they decided to follow up Cutie Pie's weekend with the debut of Attitude Era striker Eddie Guerrero, Lie, Cheat, Steal. Viva la raza. And what better way to bring these two into the game and tie it in with the crossover event by giving them both new gear. As you can see, we got the Battle of the Beast loot where CHYNA is featured with the Panda gear, and then we have the Beastly Bling loot, Bling Bling, with Eddie Guerrero posted up, straight up as Kuma. So this is beautiful. We see, the on-screen couple that was Eddie and CHYNA come into the game, and then we follow up with the return of the Tekken crossover, the second part, and we get the lovely bear couple, Panda and Kuma, coming as the gear for CHYNA and Eddie. Both help them out. Now, this is my master plan here, because I'm thinking of a master plan. Whenever you're utilizing disposable income, whenever you're going to do pulls for mega superstars, right? I always say to go for the characters that you love most, but also when you're looking at the banner, think about who you might possibly pick up that's going to benefit you overall for your quality of life, right? You might not get the person that you want, but you might end up getting that trainer or coach that you need that's going to change your account. We make peace at the fact that we are probably going to pull a bunch of shards of people that we can use to upgrade future projects. We come to peace with the fact that we might end up getting a star fill with a fuse. And maybe, just maybe, if the gacha gods, if the RNG blesses us, we just might get something new. Whether we can use it or not is still up in the air. But at the end of the day, this is a crossover event. There's a lot that benefits us here. The key game here is this. I have 2 shots on this banner to pick up CHYNA's gear. I love CHYNA. I love move damage. I love gem damage. She's a versatile monster. There's multiple ways you can run her. You can run her with the sub and the move build. You can run her and blow up the board. It does not matter. She can share a strap with a powerhouse Austin. You can do some shenanigans with her own thing. I love CHYNA. I've always loved CHYNA. So I am doing this for 2 chances at CHYNA, because if I can pick up her gear, let alone pick up maybe someone else's gear off of that Tekken crossover prize wall, right? That means that's more medallions to go to something else that can benefit my account. So this is all for CHYNA. I am at I believe I'm at 2735 shards or 2725 shards of Striker Eddie. If I'm able to pull some shards off of here and recruit him, cool. If not, it is what it is. We get another chance with a bag over on the Beastly Bling loot. But the goal here is basically to get CHYNA's gear on one of these 2 banners, so it frees up medallions so I can pick up something else that can benefit my account. If we do not get it, then it is what it is. I would like to also pick up Armor King's loot. His gear. Dom's gear looks great. Tech Ray for me is sitting at 4-star gold. He ain't going nowhere. I don't have the Kazuya gear. I don't have the plate. So whatever happens with these pulls is going to dictate and decide what I'm going to do for the end game before everything wraps up with this. So we're going to do both of these in one fall swoop. We're going to get right to the point. China's gear or bust. If we don't get it here, we'll pick it up afterwards. It ain't the end of the world. So with that being said, hey yo. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last. Champions do. Let's go ahead and get into it. Randy, I don't even know why you're showing up. We know we're not getting your butt. And again, the gear on here, there are a lot of people in here that have gear too. So just because we got 45, it does not mean that we pulled a new gear, y'all. So we learn to be humble. They got Trickster Ray's gear in here. They got Hall of Fame. That is a great pull to start off everything. There goes the luck immediately. They got Hall of Fame Snoop Dogg's gear in here. So there's a lot of opportunities of gear that aren't the one that you want. So you can also pick up gear of people at lower star rarities. But let's just get it out of the way. Let's just get it out. There are a lot of good people on the banner. So that is a good thing too when you're pulling on. Yo, I'm telling you, somebody's account would have changed if this. Right out of the gate, pulling Heavy Metal Rhea twice, I pass my luck on to y'all. I just leave it at that. If they ever decide to do crossover gear for those people, oh my lord, if Heavy Metal Rhea ends up getting the gear, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know. So maybe if we get a 50 pop of Eddie, that would be great. Mamacita, I'm never going to be mad at seeing you. I will take you. I will gladly take you, but your boy need to pull up too. Eddie need to show up. A couple shard drops. More than likely, they will have his shards available in this upcoming weekend's solo milestones, more than likely, or the weekend featured prize wall. But why not? There's a shot at the shards of them too in the milestones for the pulls too. So we will see where it goes. That's not a bad pull. Blue gem, blue move damage, and Sami Zayn, acro underdog. So it is what it is. Ray probably with gear. See, so there you go. There's no point of getting super excited because those type of things happen there. But we'll see what else we get in here. And it could also be a dupe. Hey, caramba. We'll see how it goes. Or, like I said, be humble, be grateful. Everything that we get can be used. Shards be used to move up people to upgrade from 6-star bronze all the way to gold. Who knows when 7-stars are going to pull up, okay? Dupe gear. Those are dupe hangers to get you somebody later on to pick up something that might come available when you might not know it. And of course, picking up a fuse saves you star fragments for other characters that you want to invest in. So we'll see. I will gladly take that. Randy. We ain't getting Randy, but I'll gladly take that. I would more like to see Eddie. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Talk your stuff. Show up for me, Eddie. That's what I want. If I could, realistically, this is nobody new. This is a fuse. What? Yes! Viva la raza. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Oh my God, she came through clutch. Mommy came through clutch. And we got yo, this is stacked. Just rain me Eddie shards. I will take Eddie at low star rarity. We already got CHYNA. Just bring Eddie in. These are good. Okay, see, and this is another thing. RNG is RNG, but for me, I always like to double dip the chip. So whenever I do pulls now, I always get it off the portal, and I'll pick up a two pack because one way or the other, you're walking away with something. Either you're getting a fuse, saving star frags, shards to work people up. Heavy Metal Rhea is heavy in this loot. Yo, I love Rhea. I missed out on her when everyone got her. But when she pulled up for me, there was no hesitation or question of her going up. Straight up like that. Now, please, just give me Eddie. I will take those too. I will not argue. Mommy likes to be on top. I will not get in the way. But bring me Eddie shards. Yeah. Just give me enough Eddie shards. This is a fuser shards. My boy DDP with the gear. So there's enough. And that's not, man, I love my DDP. I just watched Champions Chat's video on the best champions of 2024, and they weren't wrong, yo. 2024 was stacked. There were too many great people out there. I pulled Vader. I pulled Hall of Fame DDP. I was able to get Rhea. I was able to get 2024 was good. The Jacob Fatu. They had OTC, Roman, Naomi. There was too much good going on in 2024. That definitely was a stacked year. Tech Charlotte. Come on, Eddie. Come on. Bring it. Come on, Eddie. Just come home, dude. You know you want to come home. Just come home to mommy. She got the cosplay. She got the gear for you, my boy. Come on, underlay to the account, man. I will not be mad at Mae Young Shards because she is a very great tech. I'm looking forward to them finally introducing a trickster waifu legend. That would be copacetic for many accounts. And no lie, Michelle McCool's grown on me. She has grown on me. She is slowly growing on me from her tech version to her showboat. Michelle has found mighty usage on my account that I did not expect. I will take that fuse for Bam Bam because I wanted to take him up to 6-star gold. So that saves me. I will take that. Asuka, you good. You good, people. I pray she gets a rework. I pray that she gets a rework. Let's go. Come on. End it out with some Eddie shards. That's all I need. I'll take the Kurt. We got the platinum. Well, that's that. Come on, Eddie. Pull up, Eddie. Man, I just realized I didn't get Armor King. I will take those shards, though. I will take those. Come on, Eddie, pull up. Dupe me out, Eddie. Cash me out, Eddie. Get me some. Come on, Eddie. I'm more than likely going to pick up the Armor King gear, though, because I just like Armor King. And it's multiply gems times 22 strength. So I'm definitely going to do that. I'm happy with Dirty Dom. Eddie, just show up one more time, bro. Just show up one more time for the fam, please. One time for the fam. Pull up for us, Eddie. We are so close. It's disgusting. But I will take those Armor King shards. And this is the last one, right? Yo, because the gear on it, I guess. So this is nobody new, but it is. This is why these are cracked. There was nothing bad about these pulls. 2885. We are so close to Eddie, it kills me. It breaks me heart. But we got CHYNA's gear, though, at 6-star gold. And what's crazier is... Oh, okay, never mind. I take it back. She was featured. But we got the Panda gear. That saves us 20K. That saves us 20K. And look at this murderer's row right here. You can't... I got to do a screenshot. Bam Bam, rest in paradise, my boy. I definitely am glad I got that of you. But... come on now. We got the gear for CHYNA. I love me some CHYNA. This is like, she is my new go-to. She is my new go-to. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. Got me very tempted to pick up that Frankie Parrott plate, yo. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't have an Attitude Era strap with a Frankie Parrott and Titan mix. I could put one for that. I very well could. And then just look at it. Nation of Domination Rock, +2 purple MP, +2 multiply gem strength. Michelle McCool Showboat has a freaking crazy, insane, the triple stack or 4-stack, I believe, of trainer abilities. Heavy Metal Rhea, all these Heavy Metal Rheas, Oblivion Live, Disciple, freaking shards for, we pulled Dirty Dom, Tamatanga. We got Xavier Woods. We got, look at this, though. Hall of Fame Savage with the platinum gear. DDP with his gold gear. Kurt Angle with the new unlocked platinum gear. And then, of course, Ray. And I got nothing against Ray because I got a universal with the Devil's Drip. So This was good to us. So I'm passing this on to every single one of y'all. Like, there's no debate. We won on this. Did not expect to get Kurt's gear, but I'm grateful to God that I did get it. Then we get the milestones too. So we're going to do some pulls. We did get some more Eddie shards, but we did not get enough to recruit him. So that's going to tack on. So he will be close, but not close enough. Eddie. To complete a set in a game is always great. And what I mean by a set is when you're able to recruit everyone in the MLE, including the surprise person. So right now, technically, I've completed the set. I unlocked the hell for free. We were able to get the CM Punk Go to Sleep for free out of a bag. We were able to put Shard Recruit CHYNA during the showdown. We were able to pick up Joe Hendry as well. So we got enough and invested enough to get him. Eddie's the only one left. Realistically, if I wanted to call the whole set like all the characters that they formally introduced, then yes, I completed the set. But because Eddie was the surprise one and it ties into this, makes things different. So now we got to go to the well. Now here's the crazy part here, the irony. 2 pulls away from here. Yeah, hits different. It hits different. So everything's riding on this. Now, more than likely, like I said, Eddie Shards will probably be available this upcoming weekend. It's nothing to trip about. I can still hit up the Victory Tour. But if we could get him now, that would be immaculate. The only downside is it's all or nothing here because you don't got no shards for Eddie here. It's more medallions, which is a blessing to go and raid everything that you need. But literally, it's all superstars. So for me, I also believe when you're getting close to something that you need or somebody that you want, and you see a banner like this where it's guaranteed, yes, there's a chance we're going to run into more Rockershans and Anvils, and we're probably going to run into some people that we don't want to run into. But on the other side, I mean, realistically, looking at the people that I'm scrolling through, anyone who pops up, let alone the minimum being 6-star silver, all of these people are going to help out. And I'm going to keep on saying this right now. This girl is a problem now with that new Rumble moment. I'm just throwing it out there. I've played around with her with the triple blue, and now that you got Seth, freaking Rollins and Goldberg as Juggernaut Gem trainers, this is going to be something where you got to look at with the extra health, the way that she's able to constantly load up, the way that she's able to get in and out of matches. Bianca Belair is getting relevancy again. So I'm not going to lie to you. If you did get lucky, if you do get blessed and pick up the Royal Rumble moment, Acrobat Bianca might be the answer. She's able to stun. She's going to be able to hit like a truck, especially with Armor King out and available now. I honestly think you're going to win on that one. And then everyone else, like I mentioned, from my quality of life roster changers, Becky Lynch, back in business backs. She's going to be a benefit to you. A lot of great characters. So at the end of the day, to me, whether you decide on going in, just be able to understand that, look, RNG is RNG. Be grateful for whatever you're able to pick up and acquire. Always make sure that you take care of priorities before pleasure, first and foremost. But when you have these opportunities to look at banners like this, where there's a lot more good compared to where you're at right now, this might be an opportunity to move your placeholders in the rear and lock and load onto another different account. So let's see what happens. The minimum is different, but at the same time, we're still grateful because there are no L's at the end of the day. It's just all about perspective and how you go about it. So let's go ahead and get on in here. Hello, AJ Lee. How art thou today? Now, of course, with this one it's 24. And the bags are the bag itself comes with gear. So you have the bag that comes with the character, the gear, and a plate. So this is another one similar to one that I did prior. And again, you're getting a lot of quality of life because you might get a new plate that you never had. You might end up getting somebody that wow, that is an amazing pop once again. EO Sky that's not bad at all. If they ever, there's some people that they might give them some gear. And also with this one, I got a good solid chance of some fuse ups too. So, yep, that's what I was about to say. Fuse Haven on this one. Now, obviously, do you want to take your dual MPs up to that? I wouldn't, but Hey, this is a chance to get some solid works for Fusapalooza weekends. If you know, you know. Flash Feud weekends, baby. You got to lock in. So here we go. Again, there is no L's in this situation. If the lowest star rarity is 6-star silver, you got a chance at a gear, a character, and a plate. Yeah, these are beyond blessed pulls. If you don't know, it is what it is. Again, the RNG is crazy, so this is okay. Well, once again, I mean, it helps the account. It helps the account. It does just give you a trigger, a dopamine every time, though, because you don't know if it's going to be somebody new or if it's a fuse, which I'll take because I love Anvil. Rest in paradise. One of my longest projects I've been trying to work up over time is Striker Anvil. Another fuse for Brutus the Barber Beefcake. All right, very well. That's where we're at. But Striker Anvil, I always liked the Heart Foundation. So getting an opportunity to pick him up, I got him at 6-star bronze. Then I recruited. Then I got a 6-star silver fuse, and then we just got the. I think that was a 6-star gold fuse. That's a dub. That's a dub. There's a lot of good people on here. Shards for him. Again, Juggernaut Gem Trainer, 40% all color gem damage. So he is a good look on any account. But again, with all the goals, I'm either getting a lot of fuses to use up for later, or you could get somebody new. Picking up these people. Abby the Witch, Julius Creed, a 6-star gold. These are the type of banners that you pull on, y'all. Like, there's no point of throwing your money aimlessly and blind at a banner that just because you got some disposable income. Take care of your bills, take care of your priorities, make sure your kids are fed, make sure you got food and everything straight, squared away, and then afterwards you partake. But always just throwing money at the newest banner is a foolish thing for anyone who plays any type of gacha, because the RNG is RNG. Just because oh wow, that was another fuse. Just because you decide to take that leap of fate, no pun intended, does not mean that you're going to walk away with what you get. So you have to really just consider whenever you're like taking your spots and opportunities, make it count. Banners like this, where you get an opportunity at 2 banners, but get an opportunity at walking away with maybe a fuse or a new character that you definitely don't have that could benefit you, whether it's a go-to hitter or as a trainer or coach. I mean, why not? Those are the type of banners you pull on. You don't want to go on something that has a bunch of junk of what you already have, unless you're really looking for a good fuse at somebody. Of course, that's different. So here we go. Some even more. I'll take that fuse. I will take that fuse. Again, my thing is, I don't know what bag it's going to be. It's going to come down to a bag. And again, these these drops are crazy. I'm just curious. I could honestly see me getting a double up of CHYNA. I could see that playing out. We'll have to see what bag we get when we get to the final screen. But we're nearing the end anyway. We haven't pulled anyone new at 6-star gold, but that's cool. The fuses that we've gotten, I'll greatly take it. And the shard drops too. These are going to help me out with a lot of people because, again, you got so many different ones. Chaotic, defensive, aggressive. So you definitely want to have coverage in all types of shards for all different classes and all different class types. And then we got, I thought it was going to be a bag. Well, this is definitely going to be a fuse then. Wow. I'm not mad. I was hoping for a bag. I'm not going to lie to you. But all those fuses, though, we'll take it. There's literally nothing really to bat an eye at here. Like, realistically, when you look at the numbers, you got a 6-star silver Razor Ramon, 6-star silver at New Gen Seth, to freaking Seth. Then you got freaking Sami Zayn, Jade, Sexual Chocolate. Then the double up on freaking Julius Creed, Dom. Yo, like, literally, there were no misses in this. Like, I'd have to go out of my way to say that, like, I took an L when I really didn't. And these fuses are great because, well, Brutus is growing on me. And I got the stuff for Brutus. And then we got Macho King here. Samu does his thing. Roxanne is dual MP. Yeah, we did good in this one. We were able to knock them all out. We got more medallions. So it is what it is. More resources in TP. So now let's go over here and check this out. So first and foremost, I know for a fact, Krutangle, the platinum gear is crazy. We're literally missing the gold gear. How does that happen? And again, as you can see, this is proof and reference to it. Got all these abilities, right? So because I got his normal, he's got his base. The silver unlocked the +4 to all moves. The platinum, although it's his newest one, unlocked multiply gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 5. So I need the gold gear to get the last increase by 3. But we got his Playboy Kurt gear going on right there. So that is a good look. But then on top of that, where's my girl at? Where's the queen? Yeah, and she's going hype for her. There's no way around it. This is like one of my favorite waifus. Like there ain't no debate. And we got the gear for her. We got the panda gear. 2 red moves that deal damage will deal 250% more damage. And I always say this too, and I'm just going to state it. That's awesome. That's just dope. That's fire. One thing that I am going to state, and I am going to say this, for me personally, when you do have gear, I'd always say it, like obviously some people, they'll go into the text and check out what they're running, what's the bonuses, what's the offense, defense. Some people do, some people don't. If you do have somebody with gear, just for the laws, I know Lee was talking about how he gave advice to everyone about Jacob Fatu and the Eyes of Judgment. I'm saying the same thing here too. It's like, hey, if you got gear, you can be that person that lets them see it and be like, hey, this is what's coming. Or you could be that person that's just like, gear. No one's seeing no pandas. There ain't no panda with no backpack around here. I don't know what you. We plead the fifth. I don't know about no pandas. I don't know designer. I don't know nothing about no panda. All right. So it is what it is. But the pick up CHYNA's gear is absolutely amazing. I needed that. And now, with that being done, that does allow me to partake in something else. I'm pretty confident that I pulled someone else's gear and it's just not sticking out to me right now. So do forgive me. I do apologize. But now, this is the cool part. This is what we can do now because we have the opportunity. Now, I could pick up the Kuma gear, but Merrick's, watch the video from Merrick's with the prize wall breakdown because the dude's always dropping bars. If you're getting the Kuma gear, it's similar just like with the Panda gear. If you do get them, it's basically like you're committing to a certain play style. Now, the thing is about gear is just because you have the gear doesn't mean, oh, I'm forced to run this gear. It just means that, hey, if I decide on a rainy day I want to run this way, that's what's going to happen here. So the gear that I wanted the most was indeed the Panda gear. There's no debating that. That's definitely what I wanted. Now, the Jaguar chain and the Rage, the cool thing about these plates is that with how they look, I got a feeling that even after the Tekken event, I think the Rage plate and the Jaguar chain will return because they can be used on other things. Now, when it comes to the gears, though, that's the thing where I'm kind of like, I don't know what they're going to do moving forward. We seen what happened with the Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters ain't come back. TMNT came back for a second wave, and that's been about that. We don't know with Mutant Server coming back, WWE Eternia, Masters of the WWE Universe. We don't know when any of them people are coming back, right? So with the gear situation, that's more of the FOMO situation. Now, realistically, I love Eddie to death. More than likely, I'm going to sharp recruit him this weekend. Just call a spade a spade. That's where we are right now. CHYNA's gear is in the bag. The plate, the Bear Band plate is legit. It is a really good plate. Again, the Juggernaut, if you got Juggernaut people, the Rage plates are great. Now, I have to sit back and be that guy that has to listen to people who have more knowledge than me. If I don't need the Dom's gear, I'm not getting Dom's gear. If Dom can hit hard without the gear, there's no point in me getting the gear. There's no, as much as I love Ray, as much as I love Ray, I don't want to spend and invest my disposable income into that. I'm not going to lie to you. I love Kazuya too. Don't get me wrong. I love them both. I just can't justify it. I genuinely can't. So the thing for me, realistically, that I would like to pick up now that I know more than likely Eddie's coming this weekend, I'll probably recruit him if they provide his shards fairly, right? I'll probably pick up Eddie. I'm not tripping over the Kuma gear because I got China's Panda gear. Dom's gear, Gene. If I was a fan of Gene like that, I like his story arc and everything in everything, the angel devil vibe. I get that. But realistically, if Dom's good without it, I don't need it. I don't utilize Ray like that. I'm happy to have him as a collector, but I'm not going to spend all this disposable income on Kazuya gear, no matter how much I like Kazuya, if it's going to completely, fully wipe me out. So, more than likely for me, what I probably walk away with for sure, because I'm just a fan. And yes, he's Armor King, but to have the gear of regular King would be absolutely phenomenal. The only thing is, I would like to hold off and see if I get a couple more medallions, because if I can just pick this gear up right here, then that means I can walk away with that gear, and I could probably walk away with either my first It's a Trap. I'm not lying. Looking at this thing, it makes me think about it makes me think about my rock. It makes me think about rock so bad. It genuinely does. Then the Crossfire, and that's the whole thing for me. So like getting China's gear opened up a lot for me so that I can play around. If I get a couple more medallions, then I'm going to be able to pick up King's gear. And literally, King's gear is all I know. That's all I'd want to pick up. The bear band isn't bad at all. It is a great plate. I'm not going to take nothing away from that, especially if you got somebody like automatically right out of the gate, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. But then, of course, Alexa's backpack is a thing there. But even a guy like Ozzy, I can see that cooking up and doing something great over there. So there's a lot of things that are good on this prize wall. But knowing that I got CHYNA and knowing that basically knocked off 20K that could stay here and go somewhere else, I'll probably see where my faction is. I'll probably see what else I'm able to pick up on my own. And then afterwards, I'll probably go ahead and partake, and I'll probably pick up the King gear, and either It's a Trap, because I don't have a It's a Trap, or I'll probably pick up the Frankie the Parrot, so that way I got another one. I was also looking at the Pieces Alive, because Merrick's did speak on that. I do have Julia, and I do have a red Rumble plate. It's found its way on AJ because of Countdown, and it does hit, and it does keep people down. But Julia is someone that's also Hype 3 for me, and I can utilize a lot in my showdowns. So decisions, y'all. But more than likely for me, I'm not picking up a moment. I'm not going to go for any of the straps or econ here. More than likely, I will just go ahead. Once everything's set up, I will probably go ahead and either get the Frankie the Parrot plate, or I'm going to pick up It's a Trap. I'm leaning towards It's a Trap, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. I love you using trap gems. The anniversary plates are scarce, but It's a Trap combined with certain plates just makes things dangerous. So that's just what it is. With the Tama plate, with the voiceless voice, Alexa's backpack, the It's a Trap sets up a lot of good shenanigans, especially if you got a good trickster trap on somebody, trickster strap on somebody. So we will see. We'll see how far we go. More than likely, I'll do a short or something to let you know what I fully decide to go in on. But more than likely, for right now, what it's looking like for me is I'm going to pick up Armor King's gear, because Armor King's gear is just top notch. There ain't no debate about that. And after that, I will go after and partake in either It's a Trap or Frankie the Parrot. The voice of voiceless voice is something that I am thinking about too, but when it works out, sometimes you suffer from success, because now, literally, because of picking up CHYNA, it throws everything off. But King gear is definitely going to happen. I love using King. I'm glad that I got Armor King in the game, and getting his gear that makes sense for me just because of the fanboy in me. I would go with King's Gear over any of the others outside of that. And It's a Trap is making a lot more sense, but I already got a Titan plate set up with Coco Beware. When you suffer from success, y'all. We will see. To be continued. We will see how it all goes down, okay? But realistically, like Merrick said, the OG said, you want to definitely lock in on the Tekken exclusive stuff because you don't know when or if it's coming back, and then follow up. Thankfully, CHYNA pulling up for us made things better. If I wanted to be a collector, I would go with Kuma, but I'm not. The headbands are great. There's still a little bit of time left, so who knows how it's going to go down. But for me, definitely, we've crossed over where now we can get something from the Tekken side, and we can also get something on the other side, and definitely benefit. That It's a trap, though. I am telling you, it is calling my name. Decisions, but all in due time for sure. But nonetheless, y'all, that is the video, and I pass my luck to each and every single one of you. We spoke it into existence. We got what we needed, got who we wanted. We are so close, so close to Eddie Guerrero. I am confident that we can recruit Eddie over the weekend. I am pretty confident that we can get Eddie. If there's a will, there's a way. We were able to get CHYNA, and we are so close to Eddie. I got faith that we might get my boy before it's all said and done and complete the set. But getting the CHYNA gear is what mattered most. I love me some CHYNA. I love how like day and night how she looks here to like from how she was before. This is dope. This is just cool, and it's always going to be something awesome to look at back at the game and be like, wow, remember that? Like, some things are always going to be great. Them running back Armor King, giving him out for free was great. The showdown, the stipulation tours, everything's been rock solid with the Tekken. It's just been grinding it out, doing what you got to do, individual and faction style, and going on about your day. But there were no losses in this video at all. Literally, everything I pulled would have benefited an account, whether as a trainer ability, entourage, or a heavy hitter. To get heavy metal Rhea, like, this is the thing that gets you when you start pulling, like, when you finally get the person you get, or to finally get the person you want. You start pulling so much of them that now you're like, you're either going to be happy because you're like, well, there goes some moves I can love. There's 4K. There goes the move set fully maxed out now. Or you're going to be sitting back like, where were you when I was looking for you? Why weren't you popping up on me like that? But hey, picking up any variation of Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, we were cooking, y'all. There's no debate about it. We were cooking. To the 6-star gold fuses, we made off good, y'all. So with that being said, I'm definitely passing my luck off to each and every single one of you, and I'm wishing you all the best in your ventures. But again, take care of what you need to take care of first before you partake, but also have a battle plan. I wanted the CHYNA gear. I ended up getting the CHYNA gear. Now it leads to a new blessing of a situation, because now I got to figure out what I'm going to get off the prize walls, since I'm taking that 20K back that was originally going to be spent on this. And I love running CHYNA with the triple red, the black, the yellow and black. She is absolutely apex. I am enjoying this rework of her. I am glad that they did her justice. And with, again, Attitude Era, the women's pool is not the broadest, but having an opportunity to character, and this is, again, depending on where your account is, you always want to look at this. The more that you have, the more likely you're going to be able to get stuff. So think about it as a free-to-play player, right? You start off with a few people. More than likely, over time, over a couple months, you're going to build up enough to get the A tier. By the time that you have enough superstars on the roster to get the A tier, that means that you're going to accumulate enough people after a certain point where you're going to have a chance and an opportunity at the S tier. The S tier is very, very possible of a recruiting, depending on if you have the proper CSS, and of course, if you spend disposable income. It is what it is. But realistically, there's always a flow. Once your roster gets bigger, you got a better chance of guaranteeing yourself at least definitely the A tier every month. And depending on how big and broad your roster is, or what you decide to invest disposable income wise, will dictate if you get the S tier. But the S tier and the A tiers are far more accessible than the S plus, where you have to spend money. There's no way you're getting the S plus tier nowadays without spending money. Now, back in the day where they had it where you might have had a chance at a drop in a chest or something, those days are long and gone. But now for sure, S plus tiers are out of question without spending money. As A and S tier, and of course your B tier, C tier, free to play, they're always going to be a given. It just depends on the size of your roster and the strength of your roster. But with that being said, y'all, hey yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last. Champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, my beloved Champions fam. Like the video, share the video, hype the video, but most importantly of all, if you haven't done so yet, but you rock with your boy, do yourselves a favor by making sure to drop a people's elbow on the subscribe button, as well as hit a razor's edge on the bell icon to receive all future notifications from yours truly, the one and only bad guy of WWE Champions, Zeke 4-0, the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. And always know this. It doesn't matter where you're coming from, what you're going through, or where you're headed. In my eyes and from the bottom of my heart, you always and forever will be a champion. Once again, truly grateful and thankful that we were able to get the CHYNA gear. Once again, truly grateful and thankful we were able to get enough medallions to at least guarantee us the Armor King gear. The Armor King gear is crucial pressure. Hands down, one of the best, greatest free-to-play characters ever given out. And no lie, getting a buff like this to this dude, multiply gems increased by 22. I just want y'all to think about that. The dude's hitting hard. And they're juggernaut gems. So they're going to unload. They are going to be there. They will pop. He is going to be a problem. So I just want people to it's just something out there. Like Gene, Dom doesn't need his gear. Ray needs his gear. Eddie, you're committing to a moveset. CHYNA, you got an option. Armor King, though, he's a trainer that can also fight. And it's always a blessing when you come across ones like that. Here's looking at you, Monster Bomb Braun. Here's looking at you, Wildcat Liv. Here's looking at you, Nation of Domination Rock. Here's looking at you, Uncle Howdy. There's always certain characters that got crazy top-notch trainer abilities, and they're also fighters, which makes them quality of life roster changers. So, with that being said, y'all, I'm definitely passing this insane gear luck to each and every single one of y'all. Did not get Eddie, but we're close enough to Eddie. We're almost there. And with that being said, mad crazy fuses. Grateful for all the shards. Grateful for the opportunity to share this moment with y'all. Didn't pull nobody brand new, but we did get a lot of things new that help out the account for future later dates, and let alone the faction when it comes to Fusapalooza weekends. But in the end, we had a dream, we had a goal, we had a vision, and things worked out pretty decent. So there's no way that we walked away with an L. We definitely walked away with a dub. So until next time, y'all, I'm passing all my luck to each and every single one of y'all. Good luck to each and every single one of you. Stay tuned. And until next time, y'all, take care.